Okay, so listen up. One time, there was this king. I'm the king. And he had 3 daughters, and they were all beautiful. But the youngest was most exceedingly beautiful. And the sun in the sky was always just so happy when the third daughter came out into the sunshine because he thought that the third daughter was the most beautiful. I am the prettiest princess in the United States, so look, I'm in the sun. And the sun smiles because it sees me. I am so gorgeous. And by the kingdom where they lived, there was this tree, and it was shaded to a little pond, and the youngest princess always went out there and threw a little golden ball up into the air. And one day, when she was outside playing, the ball did not land in her hands, but landed on the grass and rolled right into a pond. Oh no! Oh no! Right into that pond. And she was so upset about it, and a frog came out, an ugly, gross frog, came out of the water and asked her why she was crying. And so she explained that she had this golden ball and it fell into the pond. And he was just like, oh, I can get it as long as you promise that I can eat with you on your golden plate, and as long as I can sleep in the same bed as you, and you will be my companion. And she said, oh, sure, but really she was thinking to herself, hey, that's not really going to happen because he's just going to stay in this stupid little pond. If you promise to be my companion, I will go get the duck for you, your ball that you threw in the air. I promise I'll be your companion if you do this for me. So, the frog, after hearing that she promised him, went down into the pond and brought back up that golden ball. She grabbed the ball and ran back to the castle. And the frog was so upset that he started croaking after her, but she refused to hear him. Thanks, bye. So a day went by and she was eating dinner, and then all of a sudden there was a knock on the palace door. And who would it be? Oh, look at that! It's the frog, and he called for the youngest daughter to come and just let him in and stuff. And she's just like, no, I'm not letting you in, and shut the door in his face. And she sat back down at the table, and the king noticed that her heart was racing. And so he just like, was that a giant? Is he gonna freaking take you away or something? It's that stupid frog from yesterday, and he wants me to be his companion, but I really don't want to be, so Dad, you have to go tell him that I will not be his companion. And the dad was just like, no, you promised this, so you're gonna do it. Since you have promised the frog, you must keep your promise, and you must be companions with the frog. So she went and let the frog inside the house, and he was lifted up onto the table with her, and they ate together, and it was gross for her. After his companion, break. Okay, come here, frog. You can eat off my plate. Then the frog was just like, oh, I'm tired. Let's go and get your bed ready for us because I'm sleeping in your bed. So she allowed this, and they went. I'm tired. Let's go and make your bed for me so I can sleep in it. Okay. There you go. Night, nighty, night. But he fell, and he landed on the ground as a handsome prince.
It is I have turned back into a prince.
And hearing that this frog had become a prince, a man named Henry came, and it is later known that the man, Henry, used to be the prince's servant. So Henry came to serve the prince, and therefore was serving the princess as well, because the prince and princess later became betrothed.
Prince, I will be the prince's betrothed. Yay!
And Henry took them away, and the binds that he had bound around his heart, Henry bound binds across his heart to keep his heart from breaking, began to break slowly but surely because he was so happy that the prince was not a frog anymore.
When you were turned into a frog, I bound my heart with 3 binds, and now that you are turned back into a prince, the binds are breaking and my heart is whole again.
And they all lived happily ever after. The end.